kind of thoughts going into final game of the season?
Well, yeah, we're excited we get an opportunity to play one more time. There's a lot to play for, just pure pride and the opportunity to compete once again against a very formidable opponent in East Tennessee State. I thought that we've had a really good week of practice considering the disappointment of our second half downfall at the Citadel last week, especially with all the scenarios that could have worked out in our favor. But our guys are in good spirits now. They understand what's at stake. We got a chance to be 6-5. We got a chance to have our 8th consecutive winning season, for Samford football. Again, I think we're going to be ready to play. But again, it's going to be a very tough task. We got to go on the road and play a really good football team that is vying to be the outright Southern Conference champions.
I know the fact that Devlin's 316 yards away from a pretty significant record that fact's not lost on anybody either, right?
Well, no, I'm aware of it. I mean, at the beginning of the season we met, and then, I told him that, I wanted him to get it, and I felt like that if he had a chance to break that record, that meant we were going to be really good offensively due to the type of system that we run and the good players that we have on offense. So, that's definitely the best case scenario Saturday is we get a win and he breaks the record. We're definitely pulling for him, and I think for us to have a chance to win, he's going to have to throw for a lot of yards, and that gives us the best chance to win the ball game.
If I said the name Steve McNair, what kind of things come to mind?
A great football player. Of course, I didn't know him personally, but he had a tremendous career in college, and he had a tremendous career in the NFL. And he's the all-time leading passer, and that's very difficult to do. And if you went into the season thinking you had to throw for 4,200 yards, I mean, maybe, hey, if he only needs 3,800, well, we could get that done. But 42 is a lot of yards, and to be this close with the last game on the horizon says a lot for Devlin's play this season.
What would it mean to this football team to get Devlin to that mark?
I don't know that. That's a hard question to answer because, I know everybody would like to see him do that. Everybody, you don't get to play with the all-time leading passer just every year. But we haven't talked about it. It hadn't come up. Our deal is we want to win the game. I mean, that's the most important thing. But, he's going to have to be pushing that record or beat that record in order for us to win it. So it kind of goes a little bit hand in hand.
I know from a wins and losses kind of standpoint, this season probably hasn't been exactly what you're hoping for, but would going out with a win and with Devlin breaking that record, would that be a good feeling coming out of this thing?
Well, sure it would. It would be a great feeling to have a winning season. Not everybody has a winning season. I mean, they're not easy to come by. I think if you take the whole body of work, everybody has sights set on being the champion each and every year and winning every game. I mean, that's what you compete for. But we started 1-4. Okay, I mean, it could have been a disastrous season. I mean, that's just the way it works sometimes. And for us to get ourselves back in a position to be 6-5, I think we would have all taken that after the start that we had. So it says a lot about our players, says a lot about our coaches to be in the position that we're in after such a terrible start to the season.
Coach, you said 8 straight winning seasons. Speak to that and what that means here, and one of the toughest FCS conferences in the country.
It says an awful lot. The consistency of Samford football history-wise, doesn't rank up there with the Alabamas and the Auburns. I mean, it's been sporadic times throughout the history of Samford where, we've had, great teams. I mean, you take last season was the first time in 25 years a Samford football team had been to back-to-back playoffs. I mean, that's a long gap. So the consistency of having winning seasons is definitely a step in the right direction. We're moving forward. But again, I'll just say this more than anything, to be in this position after starting 1-4 says a lot about the boys on our football team.